What's going on, Internet? My name is David. This is INTJ Report. I have John Stewart, Desi Lidex on in the background. And okay, so some of it's loud enough to might get into the mic. Is it narcissistic to like my own answers? I mean, I'm not. I don't go through and upvote my own answers, so I can go back and. But other people like my answers, and then I get to go read them again. Sometimes very, on the time. Uh, if time were real, on the time spectrum, like how do INTJs fall in love? How do INTJs manage conflicts? Develop ability to read personal, like, but this one right here this is an old answer comparatively. What is the definition of an INTJ personality type? Like that's the straight up robot they were practicing 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Like, define INTJ and then answer the question, which I never did. But why do INTJs enjoy making irrational decisions? What are the benefits of being logical all the time? Let me give you some behind the scenes information on this. It's never actually irrational to us. uh how do you convince someone that you're spontaneous when they want spontaneity, right? They want surprise. They want, except I already planned for that. Like I already, it's never spontaneous to me, and I wish that part of the reason I voted for Donald Trump because I want the fucking system to break, so that there comes a point where, um, most of my plans go to shit, and I have to, like, you know be someone else, react somehow else, and it's never. But I already have a plan for that. Like, what could happen if the system breaks that I'm not prepared for? Like, what could happen? And is it fair to, like, I mean, I think that this is a sad but real question. If I'm if I'm going to go out of my way to date someone that doesn't look like me, am I taking on? Hey, actually, which one of us is taking on the baggage? Does it depend on the future, or is it just like? No, I Am I? This is the shitty way my mind works, and I'm gonna be a little bit specific. She is Asian, but you know, my first girlfriend of 7 years was Chinese. Like she was 100%. She was an ABC, but also, you know, both of her parents were 100% Chinese. Just they lived in Oakland, California. She was an ABC, American-born Chinese. If you don't ABC, that's not. I didn't come up with that. That's what she said. You know, and the whole what I was more of a Twinkie than she was, but you know what? Do you know what that stereotype or that prejudice or if it's racist, whatever? Twinkie, yellow on the outside, white on the inside. I was I was more of a I'm still more of a Twinkie than.
Trump made a surprising suggestion last night during a press conference with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Is it an obsession? Right, because there's this idea that white men like me like Asians because I can go into those reasons, but I think Asian women are more beautiful. Like, do you know how much makeup and customization it takes to make a white woman look? They can look pretty fucking fantastic, white women. But after all of the doodles and the filters and the makeup, maybe that's not fair.
Trump calling for the permanent resettlement of roughly 2 million Palestinians. I don't think people should be going back to Gaza. I think that Gaza is.
So I'm trying to convince this person to allow me to enter their life at an inconvenient time for them. When is life ever convenient? And I guess the shitty thing about me asking that is like, well, what am I doing? I'm just fucking. I'm just being. I don't want to say rich. I'm being somewhat well off. And not doing a goddamn thing. So everything, all the time, is convenient for me. And so putting someone on that schedule, like I constantly feel like if I'm trying to include someone in my life, I'm being selfish. And when I rationalize it for them, I also think that then I'm being selfish, but it's not irrational. I've already thought through the whole thing, and I'm asking questions. Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say. I want you to be a person, right? I don't. It's nothing is ever gonna work if I'm just like if you're no better than this microphone and this camera and these screens, all five of them. If you're never better than that, then yeah, let's not even try. But there's like nothing I ever really do is irrational yet, but I need to have some. I need to have some irrationality. Like just be irrational and do the thing. No one. I promise you. Well, I can't promise you that we won't get hurt, but I won't be the conductor of the pain. I'll do everything I can to protect you, but I just need be irrational, because if you're trying to be rational in this world of madness, like I don't. Can you even be ready? Can you ever prepare for what we might have to deal with in 6 months, in 12 months, 18 months? Can you just I don't want someone who's completely insane or crazy. But if I can make your crazy dream or idea become a reality, it's almost like a genie, then you will indirectly appreciate what I did. I brought this, so this is from about 2 years ago, and it's still. Imagine the character Two-Face from Batman, because he had the coin, but his coin was, he'd say heads whatever, tails whatever, but it was both heads. That's what my irrationality is like. It's like I'm flipping a coin to make you think that there's choice or chance or whatever. Except I already know what both sides of the coin are going to tell. And I'm not a super villain. I'm not a villain from a comic book. My coin is not built that way either. It doesn't have two heads. It doesn't have two tails. It's got a heads and a tails if I'm flipping it. And I'm going to win no matter what if you agree to the flip. That's kind of where I'm at. Am I two-face? Am I all-face? Am I one-face? If you agree to let me flip the coin, I have already won, no matter the outcome. It's just. Am I irrational? I'm so rational that I already planned for irrationality. I planned to be spontaneity. Like, is that even like a real thing? Can you be spontaneous and have plans for everything? No, but sometimes, at some point in my history, I acted with impulsivity, with spontaneity to most people around me, except it wasn't impulsive or spontaneous to me. I just did. I don't include people in my thinking and my planning, and that's how I achieve irrationality. Because if I don't include you in all of the preparation, and then one day I show up and I say, I'm taking you out to dinner, and you think, oh, I like spontaneous dinner invites. I like it. I planned the dinner This is kind of a self-defeating. Or is it self-defeating, or am I like, because what I'm actually trying to do with all of these videos, with all of the things that I write, is um, catch you up, get you on the same page, get you to where I am, and then if I can start there rather than 10 pages ago, rather than 10 years ago, if I can start here now, and you're a willing participant, then maybe I can be spontaneous for real. Maybe I can be irrational for real. If I can get you up to speed on this page. So my request, my desire is irrational, I guess. Like, to have someone sit here on the same page with me so that I can go and fuck around and find out. I mean, that's irrational. But that's not action, that's just like, that's imagination, thought. Because what has to happen first is to have someone here on the same page. But am I ever going to do something completely irrational? Even if I had the freedom, even if I had the willing subject, the partner who's just would accept anything that comes next out of my mouth. Like, just get like total support, like, what do I want? Someone to hold my hand and have my back. Am I actually ever going to be completely irrational and do something? No. And that's the thing. It's like, why am I losing a battle because of honesty? I tell the truth. And if I go through the history of answers and questions asked and what, like, how often do people wonder, can an INTJ be vulnerable? And they often say emotional. I don't think I am, because I'm just straight up, I'm just a victim the entire time at the bottom of the pile. So I am ultimately vulnerable. Emotional, like, I'm dead to emotions, because I'm already at the fucking bottom. I'm already in the shit. I'm already trying to get out, trying to solve, get out. And yeah, hey, black people, get out. Did you watch that movie? Don't listen to me. Actually, yeah, I should probably say that to all not white people. Get out. Even though I'm specifically trying to date not a white person. And she has excuses, reasons. I can do enough to overcome all of the excuses. But if I also have to do all the work to convince you to try, and why try? Because it's worth it. Like, and what's worth it? Like, what do you find value in? What is my worth? Your worth? It's just it's just being a human and being alive, and being willing to fuck up. All right. I know that I didn't want to, so I won't. I didn't want to, so I did. So I'm not going to. Be willing to fuck up, regardless of who's around you. What is worse? You know, when I'm how can I keep going on with this story without saying kids? You know, when 20 years, 30 years from now, when your kids are like dealing with their own children and maybe grandkids 30 years from now, possibly, what are they going to say? I just wanted you to be happy. And you were awesome. I just wish you did more for yourself. Like, just fucking irrational. Do it this way. Like if we need to be rational and careful, and like you understand that my entire perspective, my entire brain is fucking rational, careful, logical. Look, it says it. I don't know if my finger's here. It says it right. Logical all the time. So one thing you can do for me is I guess, and this is something that I don't take my hand. Trust me. You know, and I'd like you to trust me because I already have 5,500 plus answers written. Everything I've said everything, and I'm repeating myself. Just take my hand, and you know, it's not really trusting me. It's more like but there's two people involved. It's not all my perspective, right? So I have to like put into my perspective the second person. You have to trust me at some point to take my hand. Like, you have to. There's so many people that this doesn't work for, and I know that. I might be saying what a lot of people want to hear, maybe, and I might be offering what a lot of people want to be offered. Maybe. But I'm not. You know, I'm asking an INFJ to like, I don't know, get out of her shell or put it on harder and just fucking take my hand. I'm trying. I'm really really trying. Is is this a different? This is a different question. How compatible are INTJs and INFJs? Um, Fucking not yet. Some of them line some, you know, well, according to answers or comments and whatever. I guess sometimes it happens. Sometimes they find each other at, you know, that they're in the sad, like, to say it this way is like, you know, they both got damaged early, and so they're, you know, looking for recovery sooner, and they find each other. I'm trying very hard. So, do I enjoy making rational decisions? I I wish I could. I wish I could make irrational decisions. It's not. It's not in. It's not. It's not even possible. Do you know how long I would have to? Like you'd have to put me under anesthesia for like 5 to 10 years, and then I could wake up, and then maybe because I'm not aware of the world for the last 5 to 10 years, then maybe I could make an irrational decision. But what I do enjoy is appearing to be spontaneous, like appearing to be irrational. It's surprising people. I like surprises, and I like surprising people because that's the best thing in life, isn't it? Like surprise, it's the best thing ever. You know, when it's a good or positive surprise, then that's the best thing. When it's like, oh shit, they just bombed that neighborhood next door, like we do to so many places. Like if I was Ukrainian or Palestinian, Yemenis, like there's places where this idea is negative, but if I can be surprised, that's the greatest treat. And to that extent, like I will push people so far beyond their comfort zone, and so quickly I will push people that I'm trying to manufacture consent. Like Noam Chomsky said, no, I'm trying to like manufacture surprise, like that you could come back from wherever I push you to and say yes, or say fuck you. Like it's yeah, I want either one of those things. You know, like tell me to fuck off. Tell me or tell me yes, please. Like and is it the thing is it fair? Is it fair to do this to people? Um Manufacturing consent. Because I can get them to say yes, but do they really agree to what just happened? Is it was it irrational? It's never irrational. It never will be. Not unless I get some brain damage. So let me go like consume a whole bunch of alcohol and get on my motorcycle and go get in a fucking wreck and get some brain damage. Then maybe. I didn't say that because well, technically it's now a plan in my mind. I did think about it, but my motorcycle isn't even in my possession right now because I don't have a garage. I don't have a place to park it. I don't even have a overhang to give it shade part of the day. Is it ever irrational? No, I'm not. It's not who I am. Like it's not in my programming. I have to plan out spontaneity. I have to plan out being spontaneous. It's always rational, even when I say crazy things, which I'm saying currently, like about the United States is in martial law, crazy, but not to me. It's completely rational. Um, is there a possible future where me saying that is irrational? Like I got it completely wrong? Yeah. Bring me that future. Bring me the future where what I'm saying is crazy and irrational. Like that's my goal anyway. Anyway, I just need to. The problem is, and it's a rational fear, not of mine. You know, the what if it's bad? What if it's not good? What if we try and it's just um a total failure of trying? What if? Yeah. Do you know how much better life would be if any of those what ifs came true rather than uh wondering if they might be true? Like I'd rather I'd rather try than not know. So yeah, what if the worst possible thing happens? That that is still better. Whatever the worst thing you can think of, like you listener, whoever you are, person I'm trying to date, me, you know, mom, brother, sister, cousin, like anyone. What is the worst possible thing you can think of? That's still better than nothing. That's still an upgrade. It doesn't matter how you dice it or, you know, excuse yourself from it beforehand. Let's just get there. Let's do the damn thing. And you know, I think the the term or the idea fuck around and find out, it might not be necessarily derived for this purpose, but fuck it. Let's fuck around and find out. And the worst thing that's gonna happen is, I mean, I'm there. I'm, and it's kind of like, kind of self-defeating to say I'm the savior. I'll fix it, no matter what happens. But what's the worst that's gonna happen? I promise you, wherever I leave you, or wherever we begin after, it's better than where we started. But most people and INFJs, this is what I've said. INFJs, INTPs, they're emotional monsters like most of you. They can't fuck around and find out. Or it takes a different connection or a different starting point to cause them to do that. But, you know, fuck around and find out. Let's do it. But the worst thing, because again, the worst thing that's going to happen is we just have this next thing, the new thing, under our belt. A new experience. Whatever it is, that is going to prepare us for the rest of our life. Because if I live like you, or most people, with a chastity belt on the entire time. Yeah, I'm saying chastity belt like I'm interested in the sex part. You know, if I wore a bulletproof vest my whole life, and then one day I said, let's go to let's go to Gaza. Let's go to Yemen. Let's go to Syria. And I'm invincible because I've been wearing a bulletproof vest for 20 years. That's not true. I'm not wearing a bulletproof suit. A bullet could hit me where the vest isn't. But that would still be better than having a bulletproof vest and not actually using it. Yeah, I guess from most people's perspectives, I am irrational because I have gone down that road so far, and I want you to like run to me, catch up to me. I'll drive back and pick you up and bring you here. And where I am is like, it is crazy, I guess. But also, if you want to go, if you can hold my hand and keep me from going forward as quickly as I usually do, just hold my. You have to hold my hand. You know, you have to keep me grounded. And I said, I told this person, be my gravity. It's not rational. And what I'm listening to is Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about energy and matter. Um, did that penetrate what I was talking about? I don't know. I enjoy trying to be irrational, but I never am actually. The benefits of being logical all the time. That I can pretend to be irrational and not make mistakes. The benefit of being logical all the time is that I can pretend to be illogical without logic and still win and still succeed. But after all this time, after all this experience, I kind of want to be irrational. And that's a scary thing. Because what do I have to do to be irrational? It's not safe. And I might suggest it. Like I could at some point say, "Hey, let's." I just built a rocket in the backyard. Let's get in and go to space. Was that? Like, I mean, I would never build a rocket in the backyard. Like, I'm not that desperate for being irrational. But it's kind of what it would have to happen.
Are so much denser